Hello, my name is Monique Christian Long, and my Emerging Leaders group made a microlearning toolkit that focuses on equity, diversity, and inclusion, or you can just say EDI. We wanted to provide short but impactful videos that gave an introduction to certain EDI topics that could accommodate the busy schedules of library workers. In the videos I discussed creating a community agreement before you start your conversations on EDI and how to defeat microaggressions in our libraries. These topics are important to me because I want to help facilitate library environments where people of color, people with disabilities, and people within the LGBTQ plus community can work and thrive rather than just survive. Not too long ago, libraries in the American South were segregated, and I wouldn't have been welcome to read or work in a library. While the remnants of this affect the library and information science field to this day, library workers have dedicated themselves to radically changing that. Within my group, there were people of different backgrounds and professional experiences. However, we all similarly experience biases or witness injustices in a professional setting. This should not be the norm. Therefore, it starts with righting our wrongs by combating injustices within our policies, in our day-to-day interactions with our peers and our customers. And this toolkit exists to facilitate the education about EDI and to help library workers develop the skills that promote an inclusive library and collection. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys got a lot out of my talk. And I just wanted to kind of follow this up with a little bit of an explanation as to why I chose to do this particular micro-learning session. As I mentioned a little bit in my session, I am a member of the LGBTQIA plus community. And I personally have never felt accepted many places in society, and that is common within our culture and within our community. This feeling of unbelonging and this feeling of, rejection is a strong way to say this. But libraries don't really have that. They do have more of a feeling of inclusivity, a feeling of welcome, of openness. And I want to continue to foster that feeling and environment. I do know that libraries have issues and that there are times where that feeling of openness and welcoming is come under challenge. And that is why I really wish that doing some of this work that our group has done will help make libraries continue to be a welcoming place, just like it has been for me, and also make it more welcoming for other people as well, like myself and people that are underrepresented as well in society. So thanks again for listening. Thanks for this awesome experience. I hope to see you guys soon in a library one day, and happy reading. Thanks again. Cheers, everyone. Bye now.
Hi, my name is Masuma, and for this project, I discussed book banning challenges in our group's toolkit video. A little bit of my backstory. At a young age, I loved to spend time in my school library browsing the shelves for books that I could take home. Having immigrated to Virginia from Bangladesh at a young age and being one of a few number of Asians in my elementary school, I felt like an outsider in the classroom and on the playground, but I found something close to inclusivity in my school library and later in the public libraries. There were so many books on the shelves, each waiting to take me to a different world or to teach me something new about the one I lived in. There were other readers who liked the books I liked, who I could talk to. And over the years, there were more books on the shelves about people like me who were also from minority communities, who had also felt like outsiders in the way I did. Reading them made me feel that I belonged. A sense of belonging offers a type of ease and peace that everyone deserves. That is why I feel it is so important for libraries to be a place of equity, diversity, and inclusion. They should be a place where everyone can see themselves in the collection, both the patrons and staff members, where their stories and ideas are not excluded, where they can feel safe and welcomed. When I saw that the Emerging Leaders program had a group working on equity, diversity, and inclusion projects for staff development, I was eager to join it. I chose book banning and ways library staff can respond to it as my topic for the video toolkit that my group has done, because book banning challenges have been going up and librarians and library support staff in school libraries and public libraries are having to address them directly. It is a broad topic, so I decided to focus on the basics of it in my video. I'm happy to have had a chance to work on this project to contribute to the great work librarians are doing to ensure EDI in our libraries.
Welcome to this session on Indigenous Librarianship, Knowledge Keepers in the 21st Century, sponsored by ALA Learn RT. Here's a quote from Lotsie Patterson about Indigenous peoples and libraries. There's a misconception by bureaucrats that Indians don't want libraries. On the contrary, people know what they want, and they do want libraries. Let's shift forward towards Indigenous librarianship and what it is. Indigenous librarianship unites the discipline of librarianship with Indigenous approaches to knowledge, theory, and research. A focus of Indigenous librarianship is the provision of culturally relevant library and information collections and services by, for, and with Indigenous peoples. As well, Indigenous librarianship is grounded in the contemporary realities of Indigenous peoples and aspirations for self-governance and sovereignty. Hello, my name is Kayla Larson, and I'm part of the ALA Emerging Leaders cohort for 2022. I'm an Indigenous woman originally from Treaty 6 in Canada, Amiskwaci, also known colonially as the Beaver Hills or Tofield, Alberta. My mom is Métis and my dad's Ukrainian settler. This opportunity to be a part of the Emerging Leaders cohort has given me the chance to speak very passionately about something that I hold dear to my heart, and that's how we connect to the land. As an Indigenous woman, a lot of my worldviews are shaped by the lands that I come from. I feel very strongly about teaching other librarians and information professionals about how they can connect with the land through doing things like land acknowledgements. This allows them to recognize the colonial history of the past, as well as to connect with the communities who claim that land from time immemorial. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this experience. Hi.